Hi friends, today we are going to go on a science adventure together. I want to introduce you to something so small you can't even see it. But first, I want to share this story with you. It's called Marie's Electric Adventure by Zachary Kane and Jessica M. Cross. Let's go inside and find a spot to read. Here I am in the Muse, in my favorite place to read a story. Are you ready to hear the story with me? Okay, let's start. Marie's Electric Adventure. Good night, Marie, Marie's mom says, as she turns to leave the bedroom. Wait, don't forget to turn on the nightlight. In the glow of the nightlight, Marie clutches her stuffed penguin and listens to the thunder. Einstein snores softly under her bed. Einstein, can you see him? Boom! Flash! The lights go out. Mom! Marie shouts. Mom pops her head into the room. Everything is okay, Marie. The power just went out. Try to go back to sleep. Marie tosses in her bed. There is no way she can sleep without her nightlight. Marie sighs and looks at Einstein. Einstein says, well, I guess we'll have to do something. Maybe it has to do with the nuclear plant I heard the squirrels talking about. Let's go check it out. No, Einstein, it's too scary outside, Marie says. Einstein grabs the flashlight from under the bed and says, don't worry, we can go together. Bravely, Marie follows Einstein outside and looks around her yard. Power, where does the power come from? Asks Marie. Einstein runs across the yard. Power comes from the power lines. Maybe we can follow them back to the nuclear plant. Marie and Einstein follow the power lines into the woods. Marie trips. Ouch! She glances behind her and can't see her house through the darkness. Where are we? Maybe we should go back. Einstein starts to say something when an owl hoots. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Einstein exclaims, oh, a big bird. Let's go get the big bird, and runs after the owl. Marie sprints after Einstein straight into a fence. Oof! From the ground, Marie looks way up. Marie sees a huge tower burping what looks like smoke into the night sky. A deep voice asks, who are you? Marie screams and jumps up. The tall tree next to the fence blinks and looks at Einstein and Marie. Einstein asks, who are you? The tree says, my name is Adam. I live by the nuclear power plant. Marie bursts out, I need to turn my nightlight back on and your power plant is broken. A gust of wind blows the storm clouds away. Adam says, actually, the storm blew over the power line. There is nothing wrong with the nuclear plant. It runs all the time, no matter what the weather is like. Seeing Marie's puzzled look, Adam the tree explains, in the power plant, we smash the atoms together, kind of like this with a big clap, and then they give off energy. That energy turns water into steam. Okay, the steam turns a giant fan that spins a machine that makes the electricity that goes out to your house. Marie worries about the smoke coming out of the tower. That's the steam that we just talked about. So Adam promises as soon as the power lines are connected, you can go back to using power for everything you need, including your nightlight. It's getting late. Do you both know how to get home? Einstein nods and wags his tail. Good night. Adam waves his leafy branches. Marie and Einstein splash their way back to the house. As they leave the woods, the streetlights turn on all at once. Look, the lights came back on, exclaimed Marie. Everything is as good as new. There's nothing to be afraid of in the dark, says Einstein. Or at the nuclear power plant, adds Marie. She looks at Einstein. Just because something seems scary doesn't mean that it is. Back in bed, Marie snuggles with her stuffed penguin. Einstein, I don't think I need a nightlight tonight. I'm not scared anymore. The end. She learned that electricity is what powers our homes, makes computers work, and even makes video calls like this happen. But guess what? In order to understand electricity, we have to meet the tiny building blocks that make it possible. They're called atoms. This is an atom. An atom is the tiniest building block of everything. Your chair, your hair, the air around you, even you. Let's look closer. There are super tiny things called protons and neutrons that make up that nucleus. It's like the heart of the atom. What's crazy is these things are made up of even smaller things called quarks. What a goofy word. And they're held together by something called gluon. The nucleus, it's like the heart of the atom. Those little dots spinning around are called electrons. They can move to help make electricity. Do you have something nearby that you can build with? I'm going to build a tower. I bet what you're building looks a lot different. Let me look. Yeah, I can see some cool things. Nature uses atoms the same way we use these blocks. Even though this block looks solid, it's made of atoms that are constantly moving. Remember Marie in the story when she learned how electricity was made? It's made from those electrons spinning around. Those atoms create the power that makes electricity. Without electricity, there would be no light. All right, now it's time to play a game. We're gonna play the atom game. If you can, everybody stand up. When I say nucleus, I want you to crouch down really small to hold in the protons and neutrons that make up that nucleus. The electrons move like crazy all around the nucleus. And when I say electron, you move around like crazy. When I say atom, link your arms with someone else or give yourself a big hug. Nucleus, electrons, nucleus. Atom, nucleus, electrons, electrons, atom, nucleus, electrons, atom,
together, bond together,
electrons. Thank you for hanging out with me at Muse Knoxville. You can come visit me anytime here. You can also visit our friends in Oak Ridge at the American Museum of Science and Energy. One of the things we learned today is that the atom is the tiniest building block of everything. The nucleus is the middle of the atom. It is surrounded by those swirling, spinning electrons. When those electrons move around, they're making electricity, just like in Marie's electric adventure. You know, it's important to remember every time you turn on a light switch, plug in your phone or your tablet, you are using electrical power. Someone has worked really hard to make sure that those electrons are working really hard to bring you the power and electricity that you need. Thanks for exploring electricity and the atom with me today. My name is Lee. I work at Muse in Knoxville, Tennessee. I hope that you go on to learn and explore more about electricity and how it makes our lives easier.